Alright, hello and welcome to episode 16 of Salt Plays Sunless Sea. After getting attacked by a Lorn fluke in the middle of trying to start my episode while Zailing last time, I'm not doing that. Really quickly, I'm in Port Palmerston at Mount Palmerston right now. I was here to grab some zoop for the Venturer, then I'll be looking for the Avid Horizon and coming back to London. So my current things that I need to do are the Sigil-ridden Navigator wants me to go to the Chapel of Lights with 2 live specimens. Similarly, the Clattery Air wants 1 live specimen. Last episode, I went to Port Cecil for the Nacre's Outcast, and it didn't do anything. I couldn't find a place in Port Cecil that it wanted to go. But if I try and talk to it, it wants me to have a strange catch. So I'm kind of hoping that will help. I have just picked up 7 zoop for the Venturer, and the Admiralty wants me to find the Avid Horizon. So that is what is up right now. Just heading as north as I can get. Well, not as north as I can get, actually, just to the layer where the Avid Horizon is at, which is like here-ish. I'm kind of hoping to keep my hold empty enough that I can pick up more Sphinx Stone, but I'm not convinced that that's going to work. What do I have in my hold anyways? Oh yeah, because I have the zoop and the flares and stuff. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that bringing extra flares and candles to Nuncio would give me the chance to learn more secrets, but it didn't. Here we are at the Avid Horizon. With its strange symbols. I love the way these sparkles happen. They're so pretty. Alright. Avid Horizon. This is the end. 2 vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep gant, the color that remains when all other colors have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach, and your breath freezes, falls tinkling in shards from the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridgecoat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. So we can open the high gate. We need 40 materials for the passage. That is a thing to work on later. Let's start by retrieving some strategic information from here, but you were given a sign to look for. There it is, carved on one of the pillars of the dock. Pleas for clemency. Below the sign, an authoritative hand has carved this message. If you wish to return to London, if you seek the forgiveness of the Empress, if you will sacrifice all to make amends, record your name and crime. Below are the names of murderers, traitors, hopeless villains who fled into exile. They've made the icy pilgrimage here to the end of the world to prove their desperation to return home. You record them all, the old and the freshly carved. The Admiralty will pick through their names and make their choice. Leave now. Quickly. I know that if I look into the stars, I will just get terror, but let's gather intelligence, such as there is to gather out here where nothing moves. Nothing moves. The stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable that it might open from the other side, and what then? Ooh, interesting. Your journey here may attract the attention of a certain crimson patron. Return your port report to the Admiralty in London to unlock a new story. Interesting. And let's see. Interesting. You heard a story. The ice by the gate's edge, there was a whisper about a hunting quest and a final revenge. Behind the ice, yes. Yes, this is what the rumors meant. A hunter frozen in the ice, hands contorted to claws, mouth agape. With her left hand, she has plucked her own eye from the socket. It lies very close to the surface of the ice. If the stories are true, there's a dark virtue in that eye. Take it then, but perhaps you should put it in a jar. Interesting. Hunter's eye. Eat the flesh of the deep lurkers, and your eyes will change. That is all that there is to do here. There's, of course, no shops or shipyard. Let's go. I really like that they positioned it perfectly, that you have like a second of the background not moving as you start. I feel like it gives it this feeling of like eerie weightlessness. Just great like little choice that they made there. Trying to stay up above that storm that's always above the Chapel of Lights. I do not have that many things. I'm hoping to get to Frostfound and get supplies there. Yes. Sure will. Right. Frostfound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment takes squats by the dock. We will start by taking tea, because I know that this will get me a fuel and a supplies. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, a helpful riddle fisher explains, as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Iram and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contests. she finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Irimi liquors, liqueurs, pale withered beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here. We always feel bad for them. Let's create a port report. Oh, I'm so tempted to go through Frostbound again. I've got to check what it was at the very end that I was missing. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. I'll do Frostbound later, I think. Because I don't remember if there was something I needed to get to the end of Frostbound or not. I am going to have to toss out some stuff, but I think I would rather do that. Carry Sphinx Stone to London. I just read this, I guess it was 2 episodes ago for you guys. It was like 40 minutes ago for me. The Salt Lions. The Unmakers are here to reduce the Salt Lions to rubble, 1 block at a time. Help them in their work by carrying the rubble back to London. You'll need a deposit and 20 units of spare cargo space. If the stones weep, an Unmaker advises you, ignore them. Unless they fled your hold, of course, then you should probably drop them overboard. Don't tell anyone I said that. Compile a port report. There are no shops or shipyards here. Let's fight that pinnace. Here you are. Investigate the wreckage. You will have to be quick to salvage anything. Rescue the pirate poet, as ever. 500 echoes, a fuel, a supplies, and some cargo. So I feel like I'm actually... Like, I have enough money that it won't be too much of a bother to buy foxfire candles if I need them again. And, like, the only other place where I'm going to need them is Visage. And I'm, like, doing a bunch of other stuff and not really doing Visage. So I'm gonna get rid of these and supplies and a fuel. Oh, I don't have to get rid of those. Okay. Off to Venderbite. This episode is also shaping up to be a short one. I am not doing a great job of timing episodes. I meant to stop the last one before Port Palmerston, but I just didn't think about it. I did see that the Avid Horizon mentions Gant, which is a color that I need for the Neath bow. So I suspect that I won't be able to move farther on that until I figure out what the whole materials for the passage thing is. At least I won't be able to move farther on Gant. No, nothing you can do for me. Okay. Let's explore Venderbite. Here, they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. The Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are a deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass? Rare and expensive, but this is no gaslight. No one is here, and yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. Interesting. Let's search the place. What can we find? An hungered. There is an altar, a block of basalt. There are pews, a pulpit, no Bibles, no hymn books. The stained glass window is the red of cochineal. An inscription on the lintel of the door reads, "For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat." That is all. Your crew are eager to leave. No one looks back. We gained 20 fragments and a terror. Let's gather some gossip. Along the coast of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace, but they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Is there anything interesting I can do in the shops here? I can sell that. But I think that is all. I'm trying desperately to make this episode like at least 25 minutes long. That's why I'm reading all of the Venderbite stuff. I'm gonna be really close on fuel, though. Don't like that. I am gonna get home with a terror below 50, though. That's wild. Okay. I don't super want to fight these guys, but, like, they're here, so I might as well. I'm not going to turn my lights on, because that's bad. Ooh, a cask of mushroom wine. Neat. I was kind of hoping that I would get fuel out of that, but it's fine. I am very close to London. Oh look, this episode is going to be at least 20 minutes long. Okay, that's probably fine. Hunter's Keep, a quiet isle, a grand old house. I'm just here really quickly to reconnoiter the island. Plunging cliffs, soft green lawns, a well tucked away in a fold of the grounds. Anything else? The sea's silence. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters, but the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. Let's get back to London. Here we are in London. Collect messages from the Harbor Master. Okay, we'll start by delivering this Sphinx Stone. I don't want to read all of that. We will speak to pass on strategic information. Ooh, 150 echoes. So much money. Find out if there's anything particular he needs. Khan's heart. Great. Khan's heart, not Khan's glory. That's gonna be rough. Turn in port reports. Hunter's Keep. Mount Palmerston. Port Cecil. Vendor Bite. Nope, I clicked the wrong thing. Port reports. Vendor Bite. Nuncio. Pickmoat Isle. The Avid Horizon. I haven't done this one yet, so I hope you intend to tell me that everything is quiet there. Here's the text that we get from them, because I know that that was a port that we hadn't seen the last end of the port report for yet. Ooh. A visit from Mr. Sachs. Oh wait, I'm taking care of everything else first. Something warming. They sell it in Mount Palmerston, somewhere in the north of the Untersee. 1,000 echoes for 7 sealed skins. Something difficult. You might need to destroy a Lorn fluke or find someone who already has. There's 1,000 echoes in it for you. 1,000. 1,000 exactly. 1,000 is the 1,000. A colossal fluke core, one of them. Or something sorrowful. 7 lamentable relics. Okay, let me write this all down. The adventurer. Fluke core 1 or relic 7. Okay. I can't help him right now. Perhaps later. I do want to put my ship in dry dock. I've only taken 25 damage. That's not a lot of damage. I'm not going to put my ship in dry dock. Read the morning papers. Rest in my townhouse. Hang out with my family. Enjoy their company. Just checking if there's anything else I need to do before I talk to the Mr. Sachs. Still 6,000 echoes for the next ship. Still 6,000 echoes for the next ship. Buy a bunch of fuel and supplies. Let's do a visit from Mr. Sachs. Midnight. A presence dominates your lodgings. Its fur-trimmed robe is the red of blood on snow. Over your chair hangs a familiar brown sack, bulging with offerings. Londoners give generously to the crimson beast of winter. Anything to be rid of it. The figure stares into the fireplace, smelling of soft musk and harsh ammonia. I require a sturdy vessel and a captain. Yours comes recommended. You will suffice. So we can either... Mr. Sachs, take my service. An ancient contract. Words not to be spoken lightly. You may wish to wait until you've explored the main trading ports around London before doing this. I've definitely done that. Or, Mr. Sachs, take your leave. You will not be intimidated in your own lodgings. There's no penalty for this. You'll be able to accept this contract at a later time of your choosing. Let's see. What storylines am I really in the middle of? Because I've done Nuncio. I am going to accept this. I know that I've done this before and it ended not great for me, but I'm curious if now that I'm like more comfortable with the game and am at a higher level than I was last time I accepted this, if it will go better. A deal is struck. The beast withdraws its hand from the fireplace, examining it. Packed lacquer, neath snow. It disappears back into the incarnadine robe. 3 deliveries by your release. Do not tarry. You have much to lose. Now we have Mr. Sachs. The first delivery. The creature calls for you. It is time to begin. A hunger that can never be satiated. Mr. Sachs is waiting, clutching what looks like a leg of lamb. The meat is rotten. The bone is well chewed. A fool sought a name that devours. It devoured him, a lifetime's wealth wasted on cravings that can never be satiated. When all was eaten, he stripped the meat from his fingers in search of solace. Still, the hunger gnawed and screamed in his belly. He thought this pitiful offering of poison might free him. Debts are not so easily paid. Deliver this to Khan's Heart or Pigmote Isle. Well, I like Pigmote Isle, so I'm probably going to deliver this to Khan's Heart. Mr. Sachs needs to go to Khan's Heart. Okay, that really is everything. I think I'll just check and make sure there's no officers here. Oh, there is an officers here. Okay. You know, I have a bunch of officers' storylines that I'm in the middle of. Again, I don't know if I want to add another one. I can always find her later. I'm confident of that. I think that's it. At least for this episode. Thank you all for watching this, the 16th episode of Salt Play Sunless Sea. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.